Afternoon, everyone. It is my absolute honor to welcome you, students, family, friends, and esteemed faculty, to this special white coat ceremony for the Family Nurse Practitioner Program here at Murphy-Deming College of Health Sciences. My name is Talia Wallace, and I am proud to serve as adjunct faculty, walking alongside you as you prepare to take this next pivotal step, entering your first clinical rotations. Today is a moment of transformation. The white coat you will receive is more than just a garment. It is a symbol of trust, professionalism, and a responsibility you now carry as future nurse practitioners. As you step into clinical practice, this coat represents the transition from classroom learning to hands-on patient care, where you will now apply your knowledge in real-world settings and develop the clinical judgment that defines advanced practice nursing. This ceremony is also a time to recognize that none of you have arrived here alone. To the family members, friends, and supporters with us today, thank you. Your encouragement, patience, and sacrifices have helped pave the way for these students to reach this milestone. To our students, as you prepare to enter clinics, hospitals, and community health settings, remember that every patient encounter is an opportunity to not just treat, but to listen, to learn, and to advocate. The clinical rotations ahead will challenge you, but they will also shape you into the compassionate, skilled providers you aspire to be. You are not expected to know everything on day one, but you are expected to be present, curious, and committed to continuous learning. On behalf of the Murphy-Deming faculty, we are proud to watch you take this next step. The white coat is a symbol of your readiness to begin, not as an expert, but as a professional committed to growing into one. Congratulations, and welcome to this exciting new chapter. Thank you. I'll now like to introduce Dr. Lori Conyers.
Hello. So I am Lori Conyers. I am newly appointed as their Family Nurse Practitioner Program Director. So I have the privilege of working probably the most closely with each of you, which it's fun for me to see you grow. And so I want to just give you a little more history. Talia touched on the history of the white coat, but why are we doing this? What's the reason that this is such a thing? And I know you've probably seen it in other genres of medicine. It is really, truly a privilege to be a part of your learning journey. And I'm so excited because I already see you blossoming into some amazing nurse practitioners, and that makes me happy. And the white coat is a proud tradition at Mary Baldwin University. Today's white coat ceremony is far more than just symbolic gesture. It's a rite of passage. Each of you are stepping into a new chapter, not just as students, but as future nurse practitioners. When you go into the clinic now, you can sign your FNP S as a student when you're working in a patient's chart. Advanced practice providers, healers, advocates, and educators, those are the roles that you're walking into. And today the white coat becomes the outward symbol of that transition. So when patients see you in the white coat, they know. For generations, the white coat has signified clinical knowledge, professionalism, and trust. All here at the Murphy-Deming College of Health Science Disciplines participate in a white coat ceremony. It is our tradition here, and it carries something deeper, a commitment to interprofessional collaboration, lifelong learning, and patient-centered care. You're not just joining a profession, you're embracing your responsibilities as an advanced practice provider. The coat represents your readiness, not just to diagnose and prescribe. I know that's the fun part. We all want to I want to get it right and diagnose and prescribe. But it's more, it's listening and it's leading the health and the healthcare knowledge that you have. It represents your values. They're rooted both in science of medicine, but the heart of nursing and the nursing bedside care that we can provide. It's a symbol of trust, and it's given to you by your patients, your preceptors, the communities that you serve, and by your faculty. It means that we trust you. We've watched you all weekend. We trust you that you're up for the next task that's ahead of you. At Murphy Deming, you've been challenged not only to master the complexities of pathophysiology, you guys missed that, right? And pharmacology, but also to develop an empathy, a culture of humility and ethical grounding that defines a truly exceptional care that you can provide. That is the foundation of the white coat. That is what sets you apart as an MBU graduate. As you slip into your white coat today, take a moment to reflect. Reflect on your journey, what brought you here, what made you want to do this, the sacrifices that you've made and maybe your family members have made to help you get here, the mentors that have guided you, and the peers that have lifted you up. Remember that this coat is not a symbol of authority, but of service. It signifies what the serving that you will do. It's not prestige, but it's purpose. There will be days ahead of you that challenge you. And I hope I'm on speed dial for those days. But you'll encounter complexity, uncertainty, and moments of self-doubt and imposter syndrome, where you really just don't know if you're good enough to do this. But you will also experience profound privilege of walking alongside patients at their most vulnerable moments, bringing not only your expertise, but your presence and your nursing heart. So wear this white coat with pride, with humility. Let it remind you that your mission is to heal, to advocate, to lead, but above all, care for your patients. Congratulations for the future nurse practitioners of Murphy Deming College of Health Sciences. The world needs more of what you are becoming, and your coat will fit you well.
Aleida Valdelamar. My name is Aleida, and I am from Bolivia. I arrived in the United States at the age of 19, carrying a whole load of dreams under my wings, accompanied by my parents and siblings. My journey to become a nurse started when my mother was diagnosed with diabetes just a couple of months after we arrived in the United States, and the language barrier had a significant impact on our lives. Fortunately, I met a wonderful nurse who inspired me to pursue a career in nursing. I am happily married to my high school sweetheart, and we have 2 kids, Stephanie and Santiago, who are my inspiration to continue my journey to become a family nurse practitioner. I want to be a good example for my kids and show them that with effort and dedication, we can make our dreams come true. Tammy Billingsley. As a military spouse, I've learned the meaning of sacrifice, flexibility, and resilience. As a mother of 3, I've juggled late-night studying with family game nights and stress with the constant drive to be both a good parent and a student. I've been a nurse for 13 years, and I've seen pain, hope, heartache, and healing, and with every experience, my passion to keep learning has fueled me to do more for patients. I step into this role with humility, pride, and gratitude. To my children and spouse, thank you for your patience and belief in me. To my fellow students, may we never forget why we started, and may we wear these coats with purpose, integrity, and heart. Keely Edwards. As an ICU nurse, I have witnessed firsthand the critical moments when patients are fighting for their lives. I want to dedicate my practice to proactive health optimization to prevent poor health outcomes from happening. Abigail Nelson. Abigail currently lives in Corvallis, Oregon, with her fiance Charles and their corgi Gus. Oh. She is passionate about building meaningful connections and advancing her education in a field she loves. These motivations fuel her ambition to become a family nurse practitioner. Excited and eager, Abigail is looking forward to the next chapter of her graduate school journey. Congratulations, students. I would like to introduce Dr. Sheila Talbot.
So you've gotten this far. Are you excited? Yeah, we're excited for you. This weekend has been wonderful working with you guys. And I'm getting teary. Is that silly? I love seeing students as they improve, and you guys, just even through this weekend, I saw major changes. And I can stand here and see you as future nurse practitioners. And that makes me happy. So as we come to the end of our white coat ceremony, I want to just take a moment to reflect on the journey you're embarking upon. Today marks a powerful transition. You've heard that over and over again, right? Not just in your education, but in your professional identity. And we've talked about this. You know, you guys have heard me all weekend, right? We're nurses first. That foundation, the heart of compassion, the commitment to evidence-based care, the presence at the bedside, that's what grounds you. But now you're getting ready to step into that advanced role, that of a nurse practitioner. As you start your clinical rotations, this next chapter is going to call on you to expand your knowledge and your skills as well as your impact. And as future nurse practitioners, you're going to blend that clinical expertise with the values of nursing. You're going to offer holistic care that touches patients across the lifespan in their communities and often at vulnerable moments. As a symbol of your continued commitment to the nursing profession and your growth as an advanced practice provider, we now invite you to recite the Nightingale Pledge. I'm sure some of you recited this pledge when you became registered nurses. I know I did back in the dark ages. This tradition has been shared by nurses across the world. And though it was written more than a century ago, its words remain a solemn reminder of the trust that society places in nurses. It speaks to integrity, to advocacy, and to a higher calling. Principles that apply not only to your identity as a registered nurse, but also to your future as a nurse practitioner. So as you don your white coat today, let it be a reminder of the sacred responsibility you carry, the privilege of healing, the duty to lead, and the heart to serve. Congratulations. You guys are becoming the kind of healthcare provider our world needs, rooted in nursing and prepared to lead. So if the students will stand, and the faculty, and any other nurse that might be in the room, feel free to stand and join me in reciting the Nightingale Pledge. I pledge myself here in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care and of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of the responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. Finally, on behalf of Murphy Deming College of Health Sciences and the School of Nursing, I want to thank the families and friends of the students that are here today, the people that watched on our live stream. We know without your support, their journey would be so much harder, and we appreciate you. Now we invite you to join us in some refreshments as we celebrate this transition into clinical practice. Thank you.